Another Australian mammal has just been listed as extinct, and the story behind this one is just so frustrating. About 130 years ago in the 1890s, the first European explorers landed on Christmas Island. It's a remote island off the northwest coast of Australia. It's famous for those red crabs that migrate from the forest to the ocean every year. But when these early Europeans got there, they reported something pretty weird. At night time, they'd hear shrieking cries coming from all around them that turned out to be coming from this little mammalian shrew. They're called Christmas Island shrews, and their first problem was that these early Europeans also brought black rats with them and parasites that were living on the black rat. That started wiping the Christmas Island shrews out so quickly that it was actually thought that they went extinct in 1908, so well over 100 years ago, and very soon after the first Europeans arrived on the island. Except 50 years after that, in the 1950s, some people were bulldozing a bit of rainforest for some mining activity, and they actually found 2 of them, which they then released and didn't tell anyone about for a few years. Despite that discovery, no one saw another one for another 30 years, until the 1980s, when 2 biologists came across a female Christmas Island shrew. They captured it and placed it in a terrarium where they kept it for a little over a year, and a few weeks after they caught the female, they also caught a male. They captured the male and placed him in a separate terrarium. It was a little aggressive and not doing so well, and for whatever reason they never introduced it to the female. It passed away a few weeks later, and the female was the last Christmas Island shrew ever seen alive. That was in 1984, so 40 years ago. It's just very hard to prove that a species doesn't exist in the wild anymore. And in those 40 years, there's also been the introduction of new invasive species, including a wolf snake and cats that have done serious damage to other animals. So even though they may potentially exist in a little pocket of Christmas Island somewhere, they are officially extinct.